Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Michael Vick, live on VicTube, and today I'm going to make my picks for this week's college football games. Yep, this is week 16, uh, conference championship week. We made it. Yep, that's right. Yep, we made it. To championship Saturday. Yep. So a few months ago, we weren't sure if we were gonna have a season at all. But we beat the odds, and we were able to play a season. Yeah, sure, it was. Yeah, it was. It was weird. It was. Yep. Things were definitely different this year. Yep, we had a lot of players opting out. We had some games, postponed. Some schedules shuffled around. Some games had to be canceled. But I think we did. We did pretty good. All things considered. So we were able to, to avoid, catastrophe. Yeah, with the COVID situation. I think that we did that we've done a really good job of keeping things under control. I think that we did about as good as we could as college football programs could have. I think so. So we're having conference championships this week, and then of course Sunday we will select, or the committee will select the four playoff teams. So the playoff picture is coming together. Okay. So anyway, so now let's get into the games here. Now we did have one conference championship game canceled. Yeah, that was the Sun Belt championship, right? Louisiana Lafayette at Coastal Carolina, but sadly that game was canceled. We hate to see games get canceled, but we especially don't want to see a conference championship game get canceled. So I guess Coastal wins the Sun Belt by default. I think that Louisiana and Coastal had already played, and Coastal won. So congratulations, Coastal Carolina. Yep, Sun Belt champions. For the first time since joining the Sun Belt. Okay, yeah. So anyway, so now on to the games that are being played. Let's see, we got the the Conference USA Championship, or excuse me, the Ryan Conference USA Championship. Yeah, why is it the Ryan Conference USA Championship? Why isn't it just the Conference USA Championship? I don't know. But anyway, so we got UAB at Marshall. Marshall is a 4.5 point favorite. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna take Marshall and the 4.5. And then let's see. Next we got the MAC championship. Ball State at Buffalo, and Buffalo is a 13-point favorite. Buffalo is not ranked in the college football playoff rankings, but they are number 23 in the AP poll. But anyway, so I'm gonna take Buffalo to win. And I'll also lay the 13 points. Now the Buffalo has an elite rushing attack led by Jaret Patterson. He's got just over 1,000 yards. He's getting 205 rush yards per game, 8 yards per carry. As a team, Buffalo is running for over 300 rush yards a game. I think they're at about 340 something, like 345. Yeah, 340. Yeah, something like that. And Buffalo has, of course, they're undefeated, right? They have won all their games by an average of 30 points. So I think Buffalo wins big. Let's see. Next we got Oregon at number 13, Southern Cal. And let's see. Southern Cal is a 3-point favorite. Of course. Let's see. Southern Cal 5-0. Oregon is 3-2. Oregon has lost 2 in a row to Oregon State and UCLA. Now Oregon is lucky to even be in this game. Washington had to cancel their game last week. A game that would have decided the Pac-12 championship. But so then Washington won the division by default. But then Washington had to cancel again. They had to cancel in the Pac-12 championships, and now Oregon is taking their place. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with Southern Cal here, and the 3 points. I think that USC has just been more consistent this year. Yes, they've had some close games, but they won those games, unlike Oregon. So I'll take USC, lay the 3 points. let's see. And then next we've got um, is the Big Ten championship. Um, Northwestern versus number 14 Northwestern versus number 4 Ohio State. And Ohio State is an 18.5-point favorite. Let's see. I think that Ohio State, comes out inspired. They're wanting to prove a point. That they belong in the college football playoff. So I think that Ohio State rolls in this game. So I'll take Ohio State and the 18.5. Let's see. And then next we've got number 5 Texas A&M at Tennessee, and Texas A&M is a 14-point favorite. Let's see. So I think that A&M. I think it's close, but I think A&M finds a way to win. But Tennessee will cover. And then let's see. And then next we've got number 10 Oklahoma. Versus number 6 Iowa State in the Big 12 championship, and Oklahoma is a 6-point favorite. But no, I'm actually going to take Iowa State here in an upset. Let's see. Iowa State beat Oklahoma the first time these two teams met back in week 3, I think. I think it was week 3 for the Big 12. So which I think was like week 4 or 3. It was either week 3 or. I think it was week 3, but I think it was week 4, but it was week 3 for the Big 12. Anyway, so I think both of these teams have improved a lot since the start of the season. Of course, Iowa State, they lost to Louisiana week 1. And then Oklahoma lost to and then week 2 Oklahoma lost to Kansas State. The week after, Kansas State lost to Arkansas State. But anyway. So it would make a good story for Iowa State to win the Big 12, because they've never won the Big 12, at least for as long as the Big 12 has been the Big 12. But anyway, and then Iowa State has just been terrible for for so long. They were just an absolute dumpster fire when Matt Campbell came in, and now he's turned them into a respectable program. So I'm gonna take Iowa State to win. And then let's see. Next we've got Air Force at Army. The Commander in Chief's trophy is on the line. Yeah, let's see. And then Air Force is a 2.5-point favorite. But you know what? I'm going to go with Army. Okay. Yes. So both of these teams have beat Navy. So whoever wins this is winning the Commander in Chief's trophy, and I think it's gonna be Army. Okay. Next we've got Ole Miss at LSU. And Ole Miss is a 1.5-point favorite, but I'm gonna take LSU. Let's think. Of course, LSU coming off of that win over Florida, so yeah. So it looks like LSU's self-imposed bowl ban is gonna matter after all, because it looks like LSU is gonna finish 5-5. So yeah, when it looked like they were headed for 3-7. So anyway, next we've got Missouri at Mississippi State, and Missouri is a 1.5-point favorite. Let's see. Of course, both of these teams are coming off losses. Of course, Missouri, coming off a blowout loss to Georgia, 49-14. And then Mississippi State coming off of a 24-10 loss to Auburn. But I am gonna take Mizzou and the 1.5 points. That's right, because I just think that they're the better team here. I mean Mississippi State, they've only won 2 games. Their offense has sputtered ever since they hung 40-something points on LSU. But since then their offense has just for the most part struggled. So I'm going to take Mizzou and the 1.5 points. Let's see. In the next, we've got number 3, Clemson at number 2, Notre Dame. In the ACC championship. So now if Notre Dame wins, I think Clemson is eliminated from the playoff. Let's see. Clemson is a 10.5-point favorite. I actually picked Notre Dame to win the first meeting. So, and now we get the much anticipated rematch. Yeah, yeah, and last time Clemson was yeah, they didn't have Trevor Lawrence. They had some injuries on defense. Like what's his name, Stalsky. So yeah, yeah, but I think Clemson wins this time around. But I think 10.5 seems like too much. I think that 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 this is going to be a one-score game. I'll take Clemson to win, but I'll take Notre Dame to cover. Yes, and 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 I think that Clemson and Notre Dame will both get into the college football playoff. And let's see, and then we got Minnesota at Wisconsin, and Wisconsin, for whatever reason, is a 12.5 point favorite. Will Wisconsin even score 12.5 points? Yeah, Wisconsin's offense has just been a complete disaster the last 3 games. Let's see, they have scored a total of 20 points in their last 3 games combined. After Wisconsin's offense, they started out red hot. They were scoring they started out scoring in the 40s against Illinois and Michigan. Now, they can't get out of the single digits against teams like Northwestern, Indiana, and Iowa. So I don't know what's happened to Wisconsin's offense. So I'm going to take Minnesota in an upset. Paul Bunyan's axe is on the line. Let's see. We got the Mountain West Championship. Boise State versus number 24, San Jose State. And Boise State is a 6.5 point favorite. But you know what? I'm actually going to take San Jose State to take down big bad Boise. So San Jose State upsets Boise State. Let's see. Next we've got Stanford at UCLA. I chose to do this game because I guess this is a rivalry game, right? Because between two California schools. So an in-state rivalry. UCLA is a 6.5 point favorite. I'm gonna take UCLA and the 6.5. Let's see. Here we go. Now the SEC championship. Number 1 Alabama versus number 7 Florida. Alabama is a 17-point favorite. So I'm going to take Alabama to win and cover the 17. I think that's enough said. Yeah. And then let's see. We got and then the American Conference Championship. Number 23 Tulsa at number 9 Cincinnati, and Cincinnati is a 14.5 point favorite. Now, Cincinnati hasn't played in almost a month. That's right. They've had 3 games in a row canceled. So yes, yeah. So yeah. So I think Cincinnati wins, but I think Tulsa covers. Okay. All right. So that's all the games. Yeah. So now let's talk playoff scenarios here. Just briefly. Okay. Here's what I think will happen. Okay. So I think Alabama beats Florida. So they're number 1. Let's see, and I think Clemson beats Notre Dame. Yeah, Clemson is number 2. And then I think Ohio State beats Northwestern. Where I think Ohio State is number 3. And then I think Notre Dame falls to number 4. Now, what will it take for? Yeah, I think Texas A&M gets in. Yeah, if they beat Tennessee and Notre Dame beats Clemson. Let's see. Can and then does if Florida beats if Florida somehow beats Alabama, does Florida get in with 2 losses? I think they do. Yeah, so I think in that situation, Florida and Alabama both get in. Let's see, and then can Northwestern gets in? I think that if Northwestern beats Ohio State, does Northwestern get in? Maybe not. I guess it would depend on how A&M does against Tennessee. I think that if A&M beats Tennessee by 3 or 4 touchdowns, then I think a 1-loss A&M gets in over a 1-loss Northwestern. But I think if Northwestern beats Ohio State, maybe if A&M struggles, then Northwestern I think would get in over A&M. I know that would be a big jump from 14 to 4. Yeah, could they both get in? Yes, I think that if Northwestern beats Ohio State and Notre Dame beats Clemson, then I think both Texas A&M and Northwestern would get in. Yeah, so is there a way that Georgia could get in? Let's see, maybe I think if Alabama beats Florida, Notre Dame beats Clemson, Northwestern beats Ohio State, Tennessee beats and Tennessee beats Texas A&M. I think that would be what it would take to at least get us into um, the discussion. And then after that, I mean, yeah, and then after that, I think it would be a choice between Georgia and the winner of the Big 12. Yeah, 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 and S- S- Southern Cal. Let's say that Southern Cal loses to Oregon. Well, I think that makes it even easier. I think that you would also have maybe have Cincinnati in that discussion if they if they blow out Tulsa. But it'll make it even easier if so I think that the committee would have a decision to make between a few teams. But if Cincinnati loses, Southern Cal loses, then you're just looking at either Georgia or Iowa State or Oklahoma. So anyway, but yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.